Hi, my name is Diego Gonzalez, and I'm from Airbrushmonsters.com. And today I want to review some airbrushes. What airbrushes do I use to do my t-shirts? And I just kind of want to go over what I use. I'm a mainly t-shirt artist, so a lot of things I do to make money are t-shirts, textiles like hats, jeans, anything from shoes and canvases and stuff like that. But mainly what I do is t-shirt art. So I kind of want to show you what tools I use. So the airbrushes you need to use to do t-shirts and textiles are double action airbrushes. And here's one. This is a bottom feed double action airbrush made by Iwata. It's the Iwata Eclipse HP BCS. It's an awesome airbrush. And I'm going to go over just a couple things about this gun and why it's important to use. First off, if you're doing t-shirts, you have to use a larger nozzle. A nozzle is a piece inside here, and what it does is it allows paint to come from the bottle to the outside of the gun and spray. So there's a couple different size nozzles. Usually they range from a 0.25 or 0.2 to a 0.5. These airbrushes for t-shirts have a 0.5 nozzle. It's important because it's a wider nozzle, so it allows thicker paints, usually made for t-shirts, to shoot through the airbrush. That's important because you're really using a lot of pressure, and these paints are really thick, so you want it to shoot out as fine as possible. So that's why I use the bigger nozzles for the guns. I have about like 6 or 7 of these. Really good. And what it is, it's also a double action. So double action is when you push down, air comes out, and you pull back the trigger, paint comes out. So it's 2 actions, down and back. Use them simultaneously at the same time to get wider spray patterns and things like that. Another airbrush I usually use 2 main ones. I use these, which all have a different color on them, so it makes things go faster, but if you just have one, that's fine. And then another one, which is a double action airbrush, is an Iwata Eclipse. These guns are awesome. This is also another Eclipse, but it has a smaller nozzle. It's an Iwata HP CS. So you can check this thing out. What this one is a top feed, a gravity feed fed airbrush. So the reason I use this is it has a smaller nozzle, so I can do a lot finer detail. Usually I use like black or white, or if I want to change a color that I don't have in one of these, I'll use this. Some pros and cons of these guns. Specifically, Iwata guns are really expensive compared to most other airbrushes. So if you're going to use these guns, I recommend taking extreme good care of these. But they'll last you forever. And these are the only guns I really use because they, in my opinion, have like the best detail and the best, I just work with them a lot better. I'm not sponsored by Iwata or anything. I don't think they even sponsor people. But I just like these guns. I switched over a couple of years, and now, it's all I use pretty much exclusively. So, double action airbrushes. You're going to have to use double action airbrushes to do a lot of the cool details that you see in some like the murals that are in some of the t-shirts I paint too. So that's kind of an overview of the airbrushes I use to paint t-shirts and the airbrushes you're going to need. So check in more of my tutorials to see some more of my art and to see how to do some t-shirts from the basic tutorials all the way to the advanced. I'm going to go through the whole spectrum. So please stay tuned. Alright, thanks.